Hello everybody, greetings. My name is Vaibhav Agrawal and welcome to the final presentation on OpenMRS CDA Generator module for Google Seminar Code 2014. My primary mentor is Suranganath Kasturi Ratne and backup mentor is Jeremy Kuiper. The aim of our module is to generate CDA documents from OpenMRS data on the user's request. CDA stands for Clinical Document Architecture. Our goal for the summer was to produce a good CDA APHP document. Following are the accomplishments during this summer. First, our module provides flexibility to add, edit, delete CDA document type and sections. Second, we have populated answers for all the sections of APHP CDA message from our OpenMRS data, concepts and observations mainly. Third, CDA document requires specific line codes, nomet codes and concepts. So identified and listed all the line codes, nomet codes and new concepts we are using in our module. Fourth, generated CDA document is fully valid according to MDHT validator code in our module and external Gazelle validator. Fifth, if CDA document contain error, then it will be reported on error page and CDA document won't be generated. Sixth, refine CDA message as much as possible. And finally, I can say that we have generated a good CDA APHP message. Next steps for the project. Which part of project aren't finished? Number 1, I need to write few JUnit tests and complete Wikipage documentation. Number 2, we need to work with Dr. Andy to update MVP Seal Dictionary with line codes, nomet codes and new concepts which our module needs. I will complete this task after soft pencil down date, that is after 11th August. Future enhancements or improvements to the project. Ability to add, edit, delete a CDA document type and sections through user interface. Second, create clients to consume CDA by hitting REST web service with patient ID and CDA document type to download their CDA instead of user downloading through administrative tab. Third, we are using Gazelle as external validator in addition to MDHT CDA validation code in our module. I am manually using GUI Gazelle validator to check our CDA documents. So it would be great if we call Gazelle validator via web service. So these are the future enhancements for the project. Let us have a look at demonstration of this module. I have already loaded our module on administration tab and you can see that it creates 3 links for us. Export CDA document, manage CDA sections, manage CDA type. Export CDA document link allow us to produce CDA document and output it to the user. It is major functionality of our project. Manage CDA section link list out the sections present in our module and allows us to view the attribute of the sections like section name, section description, template ID, etc. Manage CDA type link list out the CDA document types present in the module and allow us to view the attributes of CDA document type like document short name, document full name, template ID, etc. So let's start with the first link, export CDA document. We need to fill this form in order to generate a CDA document. I have worked on basic form validation. So let's give null values and see if validator reports them. So I will say export document. We can see a error message. Please select a patient. So let's choose a patient. Now I will again say export document. We get another error message saying please select a CDA document type. So let us select a CDA document type. I would select APHP and now I will say export document. So this was the form validation. We can save this generated CDA document, but I would like to open it through an editor to show what it contains. As we know that CDA document consists of header part and body part. CDA header consists of information like what type of CDA document it is. In our case, it's APHP. CDA header also contains patient information like patient address, patient name, family name, patient gender, patient's birth date, patient's marital status, ethnic group or race. CDA header also includes spouse data element which holds patient's spouse information. This is spouse data element. Now let us see the body part of CDA message. CDA header ends here and CDA body starts from here. CDA body consists of sections and sections consist of narrative blocks and entries. Before midterm, we just generated bare minimum CDA message without any answers. That is, we generated a skeleton of CDA message without any data. But now we have populated answers of all the sections in APHP CDA message with help of concept dictionary. This is the history of present illness section and this is the answer we are talking about. Similarly, this is the chief complaint section and this is the answer. And this is social history section and these are the answers for this section. So we can see that we have generated or populated answers for all the sections. These are the answers for review of system section. Now a question will be how we came to know which concepts must be used in which section. So we have followed IHE technical framework value sets which specifically list out the concepts for specific sections. And this generated CDA message is fully valid. All these answers comes from observation, and if user don't have observations for the concept, then how? For this scenario, we generate a message in CDA document to add observation for specific concepts. So let us see how CDA document with null observation will look like. Specify some patient and CDA document will be in PHP. Let's export. Let us open this document. So here, if you don't get any observation, a message like this: no observation. Again, no observation here. Then no observation with concept ID was found. No observation with specific concept ID was found. So we generate CDA document along with this message. Having done this, now I would like to show how errors in CDA document will be reported to the user. I have intentionally added an error message, built up a module and uploaded that OMOD. So let's see what gets reported. Let's select a patient. CDA document type is again APHP. Let's say export document. So this is our error page. MDHT API validator code provides these messages. I know it's hard to interpret them, but I will say what error is. There is a required element called code in the CDA document which is missing in following 4 entries of a CDA document. So how to locate those entries? The error comes from third component of CDA body part. How I can say that is, here we have component, then structured body, which means the error is from CDA body, and component point 2 indicates it's the third component, component dot 0 dot 1 dot 2, that is third component, which is social history section. In that we have 4 entries, and in all 4 entries we don't have a attribute called as code, which I have commented out. So this is the error. So if CDA document contains error, then they are reported here. I have loaded correct OMOD now. So this was my work on export CDA document link. Now let's quickly see manage CDA section link. It lists out the existing sections in our module, and we can click on any section for further detail. So this is a detailed page where we can get more details on a section like section description, display name, template IDs, code and code system names, etc. One can enhance this work by adding breadcrumb menu with edit, delete, save options here. Now let's go to final link, manage CDA type link. It lists out the existing CDA document type in the module. So let's click on one document type, and it takes us to a detailed page where we get more details like document name, document full name, short name, template ID, parent template ID, etc. Again, one can add a breadcrumb menu here with delete, edit, save options. So with this, our demo comes to an end. I have learned many things during this summer. Technical skills which I learned are MDHT API, learned to work with IHE profiles and requirements, got to know more about concepts in OpenMRS and about concept dictionary, learned about Spring MVC framework, got to know more about JUnit test, got experience how version control system like Git works, learned about Maven, Hibernate and Liquibase. People skill or project skill which I learned are: my patience level increased because of blockers. I got real-time experience on software development lifecycle. Increased my communication skills this summer. I have learned how to effectively use resources like IRC, mailing list, documentations, open source forums, getting help from community members. I have learned email etiquettes. I have learned how to make friends, and finally I have learned the open source working style. Following our resources to know more about this project. Thanks a lot for giving your time watching this video.